Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Drag Race UK Season 2, it's a wrap. We have a winner. We had a finale. We got to see some of the eliminated queens return. We got an interesting song and dance routine that was madly edited. And a victory that the internet needed to explode over yesterday for some apparent reason. And I'm just going to give you my insight on that because, to be honest, I'd have been happy either way. Let's go ahead and get into this review of the last episode of Season 2 of Drag Race UK. Cue my theme music. Listen. Yeah! Yes, God! Get that out of there! Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Become a part of my Rant Pack family. And thanks again for tuning in for those returning back. We got a lot to talk about today, but not really because I'm going to compact this into a nice little package that we can wrap this up with for this season, okay? Because I want to save a lot of this talk for the panel on Sunday. Jakar's going to be here. Honey, that's Britta's mama, Lemon's grandmother, and I think Rose's mama too. Miss Keisha's going to be up in here for the first half of the panel this Sunday for the Drag Race portion because Mama has to work this weekend because, you know, the clubs and bars are opening back up. So I cannot wait for y'all to get some Keisha in your life if you haven't already gotten it, okay? Let's go into my social medias. At MattyRants on both Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. I am bookable on Cameo. You can also find me on Twitter at @MattyRants. THE, you know the rest. Y'all, I'm trying to get a car here, and I've already saved up half of what I need, and it's not going to be no expensive baby here, but all your donations that you send this way are going towards that, because I'm in Houston. I need a little push, so I can get me another J-O-B on top of this J-O-B on top of the other J-O-B I'm supposed to be getting too, because I have some opportunities coming my way. Anywho, it's Cash App, $MattyRants, Venmo, MattyRants, and PayPal.me/MattyRants. Yes, I'm in a good mood, and that's because just things are coming along, and I'm also choosing to be in a good mood. With that being said, let's go ahead and get on into this gig. I am going to go through this. I'm not going to be sitting in the waters with y'all bathing. No, bitch, this is a shower. I'm going to treat this review, okay? Let's go ahead and start this baby up. It's still a top 4. It's actually now a Final Four. After Rupaul decided to keep both Ellie Diamond and Tace, the competition's on its last episode here with the Final Four queens needing to compete for the crown. There is no mini challenge this week. A lot of the girls are happy to be there. Oh, I was a gag that it was a double. I can't believe this. And I didn't know you had that in you, Ellie. And Tace, of course. And you are now they said lip sync serial killer. I was like, damn, but low key. Got conversations in between. Boom, next day, we're back into the workroom. So happy to be here. I'm excited. You've got 4, you've got 3, you've got 1, you've still got none but your hair, RuPaul walks into the workroom. How you doing, head? No, RuPaul gives them their maxi challenge, which is the last challenge, which they need to perform a song and dance routine to Can You Feel the Love? They must do choreography with the previous choreographer, Mr. J. I don't have his last name, but he is gorgeous, and so are the people who he is his dancers. They were handsome. Very, very handsome. So they must create their own lyrics to go with the song. And then also, interesting enough, when they got to choreography, I felt like he helped them more with the chorus choreography. And then when it came to their own lyrics, he let them develop what they wanted to do through their own interpretation. And it's like, okay, let me hear what you're doing, and then I can sort of build around this a little bit, okay? I did like that about the choreography, but we're going to talk about the performance in a second. Yes, we are. Prior to all this happening, while they're getting their lyrics together and, you know, just excited to work on this challenge and, you know, everybody's in a really good mood, RuPaul and Michelle have their famous Tic Tac lunch for the Final Four, and we get to learn a little bit more about everybody in this competition. I'm going to be honest with you. there was very few things I learned differently through this lunch with those queens. It has been that story for everybody through this competition, and there's no shade in that. But I've heard all this before from every single one of them. The two things I didn't know, and I'm sure there was something else, but it was really, I was just like, this sounds the same. No shade, this sounds the same. It's like, okay, we've been done this. We've been talked about this at this point. But no, it's just a recap for the girls. You know how it is. I didn't know Taste's dad. I didn't know Taste's dad was the bass guitarist for Wham? Gag. And I love Wham. So I was like, gag. Also, when Bimini spoke of the friend that they lost when they were 18 and how much that was a very tragic moment and something that very much impacted Bimini. And it was one of the driving forces for the competition for Bimini to come through and, you know, make their family proud, their friend, as well as themselves, because, you know, this is a competition. And Bim started off a little low, but Mama has done nothing but rise to the occasion. And so there were other things too here and there. Ellie's conversation, Lawrence's conversation. It was a sweet moment. Once again, in Tic Tac Lunch, we get to find out more. Questions are asked. You know, RuPaul's enamored with Ellie being so young and knowing how to do everything. When they did get to choreography, I did not feel like this was some difficult routine to do. Then again, not everybody can pick up on stuff, so I'm not going to knock anything. However, it was like push, Sasha, sash, Sasha, sash. Side to the side to the side to the. Hey, I'm like, what is happening here? And so, no shade to the choreography. I just was like, okay, girl, I'd have wore this out. Like how one person did in particular compared to the other babies. Like one in particular was going off, and the rest of them, I don't know what to tell you. Lawrence had a little bit of trouble with the choreography, though. No surprise, no shock there. Everybody else sort of went and did their own little thing and had no problem with it. Even with Taste going, can we start that back up again? That was so, like, that's not going to go down the finale. So you can miss me with this edit. But when Lawrence, and it's, oh God, oh, I can't breathe. I totally get it. Mama's not in shape. She's not an athlete. She's not a workout girl. She's not that baby. The endurance is not there. I'm also like, it came time to start her part of the choreography. Choreographer's like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, how do you want to do this? And what are you thinking? Lawrence up there, I have no idea. I have no idea what to do. I'm lost. Where do I go? And it's like, did you just walk up here and just put on this whole show? I'm sure Lawrence didn't know what they were doing. I'm sure that they were nervous and that nerves got the best of them. And of course, that led them to go into a complete panic mode. My God. I need for physical activity not to be Lawrence's kryptonite. That's all I'm saying. Every time we get somewhere where he needs to do something like this, oh my God. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, you do know you can do the bare minimum and be the best still. Ellie Diamond, for the love of God, I appreciate you, bitch, but that was not the time to help your sis. You were trying to win. No, it was nice of Ellie to do what she did, but Ellie was like, come on, Lawrence, you know what to do. Do what Lawrence Chaney would do. And even Ellie was like, you would have done this, bam. Lawrence like, oh, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Mama's got this confidence again. I'm like, honey, when you get on the road, who is going to be telling you, remember to do the Lawrence Chaney? Like, choreography was cute. I think everybody had a good time, and they're just happy to be there, to be real with you. Like, you could tell nobody was pressed about old shit. It's, girl, we made it. Let's go through. That leads us into them getting back into the workroom to get ready for said performances, this, that, and the other. It was a lot of how and what questions. How did you feel? What did you think? How was this when it happened to you? What were your first thoughts? Lovely. Lovely. All of that is lovely. And all of that is on Wow Presents Plus or the BBC iPlayer. Lovely. Before I go, Taste, burn that blue wig. Burn it. Tina, burn it. How about we just talk about the performance itself before we get to the runway? Let's do that. Let's go there. Now, they say a little bit of love goes a long, long way, but I will say that editing as well goes a very long, long way. This performance, I'm not going to say was the best. Was I entertained? I love the song, so I'm going to be entertained. Why did they shift the camera around so goddamn much? Can someone explain that to me? As I was watching this production of Queens give a little bit of love, and we had, I mean, honey, ooh, I was getting pissed because even during judging, they weren't calling stuff out that we as the audience can see. For example, at the beginning of the entire production, Bimini missed her whole mark to speak, and she was doing that. Ellie, I don't know if it's Bimini's fault, but Ellie, you missed the first second of your cadence too. Caught back up. Lawrence was fine. Taste was fine. Walk on throughs. Now, we get into where we need to do one little simple whoop, 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 whoop. Lawrence over here is one count behind. Ellie is afraid to make a wrong move, so she's stiff as a brick. It was so confusing to me. I was like, so we're not talking about any of this during judging. None of this is happening here. Bimini's part I liked. I thought it did sound a little messy in the beginning, but as it continued, I thought, okay, this is fabulous. And of course, I love a bendy bitch. I'm always here for flexibility, former gymnast mama. Ellie's part was, I'm going to be real with you. I know there's a lot of LED fans up in here. I respect your love for her. I respect your love for anybody on this cast. But I got to call it like I see it. Sis was stiff. Sis was stiff. Sis was stiff. Sis was stiff. I'm talking about number 2 pencil stiff, girl. No bending that. None. No. Especially this one particular part where I feel the editing department's shady for doing this, but they focused on Ellie and Bimini, that tall and short kind of dynamic, where they were doing that little, the shoulders. And I mean, you can see Bimini moving them shoulders, bitch. But Miss Ellie, girl, it was like, I thought you were the boom cat queen. Remember, you told Rupaul you have the LED 8 count, which I forgot to discuss this in that portion. I'm glad I just reminded myself because I was really looking at her crazy during that dance routine. Like, so you know a couple of bucks that you've seen queens do and you've emulated those things. That's where it stops. Not a dancer. That's where it stops. You've seen girls do things and go, ooh, I like that. I'm a you dance. You're not a dancer. So let me get back to this here. Girl, she said the LED 8 count. And I appreciate RuPaul going, honey, I'm 300 years old. No. I have seen that little routine happen forever. And it is that same little southern count, that boom, do, boo, 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 back it up. Like, it's that same little bit. It's the same little bit. Same little bit. I used to do that when I was a J setter and A counter back in the Gap, and when I used to do talents for girls and pageants, and I used to be in the back, disco, boom, 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 like, come on now. Come on. So for me, Ellie was a tad bit stiff. Her lyrics were good. I thought they ran a little bit long towards the end of it, but I thought Ellie did a good job. Lawrence, okay. So Lawrence, what are we doing? Point, look, boom, boom, spread. Ha, expression. Ha, expression, expression, expression. Ha, expression. I'm done. Okay, Lawrence, that's fine. You really didn't go nowhere, but you gave a lot of entertainment and hoo ha ha ha. So I'm not mad about it. A UK Hun song, Lawrence was doing way more work. So, Oh, but at last and certainly not least, Miss Taste. Girl, you pummeled that motherfucking floor. You wore that shit out. I will, girl, fuck anybody who say differently. Miss Thing, you were killing it. You slayed that. Now, if this had been somewhere in the middle of the season, your badge would have been given this episode by yourself, not as a group. Oh, shit, bitch. You were wearing it out. I mean, that 360 into that drop of the knee, hit, pound, boom. Now, that's some choreography I want to do. I was like, yes. She went into the whack, to the whack, to the whack, to the whack, whack, boom, back, boom, spin, down, kick, up. Good stuff. Good stuff, Taste. Great stuff. I was even here for the mullet. Out of all these three, you were doing just fine. So to me, I was like, girl, had this been that kind of episode, Miss Taste would have taken this one. But yeah, Taste slayed. Taste slayed. Super slayed. I wonder what Vinegar Strokes thought of that performance. Anywho, someone just needs a little bit of love. But what I did think was really cute was that the eliminated queens got to return back on the stage and do that last little count. Boom, boom, boom. Goes along. Like, it was cute to see. It was nice to see everybody on the stage again, and lovely. But let's go ahead and get to this runway. Category is Final Four Eleganza Extravaganza. Bring it to the runway. Runway, bring it to the runway. Please clap, clap. Rupaul, I don't like this dress. I hated the fact that I could see the bra in the see-through red mesh part of it all. The wig is great. The face is great. Stops. I hated the dress. Hated it. I don't like this dress. Michelle looked good. Graham looked good. Alan looked good. Let's go on. We've seen her in much better. We're not gonna give this nothing. No. First up is Bimini Bon Boulash giving you the final dress at the fashion show. Mama's all about her couture inspirations and just fashion-y love. And I'm sort of really here for this bridal couture final runway sort of look. And it really does make sense to have that as the last look because for most fashion shows, the last look is the wedding dress. So I was kind of like, Bimini, that hit several marks for me. I do like this weird wig, this flip out in this punk rock moment up top. I thought that was kind of hot, and makeup is everything. I thought it was fitted very well, that the corset was beautiful. I'm here for the panty. I was here for the sexiness of it. I thought it was fabulous. So I was here for this Bimini. Puss. Next up is Ellie D of Dundee. Ellie Diamond as Glinda the Good Witch. I love a good pink pastel moment. I really do. Very one color moment, but it was beautiful the way it was presented. The wig was lovely. I love, again, a good pastel pink. This was nice. I thought this was beautiful. I did enjoy the spin and the land at the end of the runway where it was, that very puss moment there. I was very here for that. But this was a good look from Ellie. I did like it a lot. Next up is Lawrence Chaney, giving Lawrence Chaney's Drag Race, start your engines, oi! Like, I totally got from this outfit, the checkered flags on the sides, very RuPaul's Drag Race themed, very drag con inspo. She's at the booth waiting for y'all. That's literally what that outfit gave me. Lawrence, that was giving me drag con whenever it comes back, girl, if it even does. My booth, and I got a line. That's what that gave me. I thought it was a nice polished look. I thought I enjoyed it. I wish the skirt, the bottom, hit a little bit more on the ground when it was walking. It did seem like it was a little short, but I really like this look. And I'm with Graham Norton. Are them hips projecting out as the competition goes? I'm like, girl, mama is on the body. But I was here for this look. I thought it was a really good look from Lawrence. And last and certainly not least again is Miss Taste. And a little nude illusion, feathery feathers. Very that. This is very reminiscent of the promo look she gave in the white. Not the exact same look, but very similar to it. This is very on brand for Taste, so I can't knock it. I wanted her to be in a gown. I did. I wanted a beautiful gown. I really wanted that moment, but I'm also okay with this. This was a good look. Very well done. It could have, honey, she didn't come out in no Brillo pad. Okay? So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And the last thing I want to hear is somebody hodgepodge telling me about somebody's fashions. But okay. It's very on brand for her. Puss. Judging was weird. Judging was weird to me because they left out so much shit. It was insane. It was almost like, let's just forget all the bad things you did today and just talk about everything else, which is fine. But no, it's not, because if we're doing a competition and you're going to go through a pageant, nobody's going to be like, well, forget what she did that was wrong. No, they're going to take off points for that. So I was annoyed that a lot of them, if not all of them, just say all of them, Matty. Just say all of them, except for Taste. Taste was, well, okay, let me get to this. Hold on, let me get my words together, okay? It's like for Bimini, we saw the fuck-ups in the performance. Not once was that issued. Not one time. You did amazing. You killed this competition. It's like, oh, Bimini's winning this. They barely gave her any, harsh critiques. Ellie, oh my God, you're so amazing. Didn't talk about how stiff she was. You look so good. You're so polished. You're so young. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, so is the final judging not about what we just witnessed? It's just about how we feel. Okay, Lawrence Chaney, you were messing up, but I didn't care, and I didn't care. And I'm thinking to myself, like, but you have cared before in other shows, and you have. So this was, it felt strange to me, everybody, because I do see them picking and choosing people each and every season. Even when they fuck up or they do good, like, they just, it didn't feel balanced. And I'm a Libra, and that really irked me. Now, Taste over here, great critiques, but then it was more butts than, like, actual praise. Like, a lot of them got more praise than butts. Miss Thing was getting butts. You know, but we need this, and but you had that, and but and it was like, oh my God, yeah, of course, Mama is up here, 4-time lip syncer, about to be 5, and I'm sorry, y'all. Like, judging me, my head hurt just a little bit. I liked this episode until we got to that part, and I was like, so we're just gonna forget everything. Okay. They did do the normal thing when it comes to judging, of course, of giving the critiques, but then asking the queens, you know, what would you tell your younger self in these moments? You know, those are always emotional, and of course, it's sweet to see yourself as a kid and you being an adult now, you know, with so much time and experience underneath your belt. So it was really sweet to see that. And then, of course, Rupaul asked the question, why should you win? Everyone gave decent answers, good answers. It was love. It was nice. But after judging takes place, the queens go into the Untucked lounge area. All the eliminated queens are there waiting for the return. It's a reunion. Many things are... Veronica is given the moment that we all know she deserves, because even Lawrence said, girl, we thought you were going to be up here, okay? And I feel bad for the babies on season 3. I'm very happy Lawrence gave Veronica some love this episode, even mentioning, girl, we thought you were going to be in the top 4 with us here, which we all did. And I also was happy that Veronica was in a Sailor Jupiter inspired outfit. Don't care what nobody says. That was Jupiter to me. I was like, Jupiter! I was here for it. And that she didn't wear a finale look. Like, save that dress if you know it's going to be the ish kabibbles for the next season. Please save that dress. Add more to it if you need to, but save it, girl, because I want to see that sucker. So I was here for Veronica getting her dues, having a mask moment. Cherry Valentine threw in a joke in that same laugh and asked what was the giggle and the gag and the goop when I left, and Jenny Lemon on cue picked up that purse and gave us a good old, I'm not shopping in this store today. You don't have what I need. Or, oh, don't speak to me. It was very, very odd. You know, she got off the bus and someone was asking questions. She's like, piss off. Oh, Jenny, I'm the first contestant to not ever be eliminated from the show. And is that true? Because there's been, like, disqualifications and stuff. So I believe this might be true. I'm kind of here for it. Ahura needs to mention the fact that, you know, Ellie was a little shady, and Ellie, you know, gave what RuPaul basically told her. It's so funny to see sometimes. I'm like, Ellie, you didn't even come up with that yourself. It was like the same shit RuPaul just said to you. So it's like, yeah, so what I'm going to say is what RuPaul told me to say, which is that this is not a big deal. Which, girl, it shouldn't be. And I'm just picking with Ellie, but at the same time, I'm like, this... It seemed like you were afraid to even say that, which Ahura, once again being quick on her feet, was able to gather you just a little slightly in that moment of, we'll be friends at the end of the competition. Will we? Will we be friends? But no, Ahura admitted that, again, it wasn't her fault that she did bad. That was her performance that sent her home. And I was glad that moment happened. Either way, everyone was happy to see each other. It was a nice reunion. Let's continue. The eliminated queens return to the stage, and I'm going to go ahead and give you what I thought of their looks in a quick yes or moment with these babies. Let's start. Cherry Valentine. Yeah, I like this. Astina Mandela. Come on. Janelle Monáe. I was here for this. Jenny Lemon. Quack. Veronica Green. Q. Jupiter. Joe Black. This was everything. This red. Oh, yeah. Tia Coffee. I like this. This was cute. This is definitely a step. This is a couple of chairs. This is a couple of steps up. Yeah, I like this. This is lovely. Sister, sister, bring me the axe. I did like this. It did look like Joe Black, but I did like this. And Ahura. This was clean. I liked it. I like the high boot on one side and then the heel on the other. Like that whole... I like how she put that together. I do like it when Ahura styles certain things. So your eliminated queens looked lovely and fabulous. And of course, the Final Four has returned to the stage. Y'all, I just caught this. So the order is Bimini, Ellie, it's Bimini, Ellie, Lawrence, and Taste. B-E-L-T. Belt. That was the order. Belt. I was like, oh my God, are you for real? Lawrence wasn't before Ellie. Ellie went before Lawrence. Yeah, so it's Belt. I'm so okay. I love it. I hope there was some sort of meaning behind that. Once everybody's returned back to the stage, it's now down to what we're going to do here. Is it's going to be a top 4 lip sync? What's going to happen? I'm glad to see that RuPaul didn't say all 4 of you need to lip sync on this stage for the crown, because that would have been a fucking mess. So it's who is the top 3? Bimini, Lawrence, and Taste were chosen, and Ellie was eliminated in the final episode. So Ellie is out the running. Honey, this was a good run for you. With no badges, you definitely did the damn thing for what it's worth. Your makeup is going to be on everybody's faces. Please get ready, Ellie. Get ready, because a lot of girls are going to be studying that mug. And yeah, Ellie did a good job for what it's worth. I mean, Mama had no badges, was still all the way up here, and could have been lip syncing. But it's between Bimini, Lawrence, and Taste. The lip sync song, I wasn't ready for this, but I actually love this song. It's one of my favorite Elton John songs, period. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. It's a great song. And it actually kind of really plays into this episode a little bit. But I'm going to tell you what I thought about this lip sync. Another moment again where this camera's all over the place trying to focus on 3 different people, but everybody's performing differently. Lawrence is doing this, it's not heavy on, what's the word I'm looking for here? Lawrence was doing what Lawrence did what Lawrence does well, okay? Expressions, laughter, fun, small extra movements here and there, or a little campiness. Taste, I've seen you perform so much now, girl. It's like I got the routines down, but I also am always enamored when you perform. Like, Taste was cutting the fuck up. 5th time, and was cutting up. I was like, oh my God, she knows the song. She knows the song very well. On beat, everything was, I thought it was fabulous. Bimini, okay, for me, it was like Bimini was trying to get the lawnmower going, like, it wasn't going anywhere in the beginning for a second, and she had this face like this that was like, why I'm still standing, like, what are we angry? Like, what's happening here? I'm confused with this performance. The Russian kicks, though, I know that's not the name for that specifically. That was fabulous. I've seen her do it in a video before on Twitter, and I was like, holy shit, that is some strength and balance. That is not a joke. That is very hard to do. So seeing that was everything, but it was almost like too little too late, because everybody was just going. And I don't know. I thought Bimini was going to give more in that lip sync, but I thought she was a little timid, in my opinion. And I thought that Taste was doing a really good job. But Mama, this is number 5. This is number 5. I just don't see you getting it. I would have been happy if Taste got it, but I also was like, if they gave it, girl, you would have been called every name in the book. And then some, and then some, and then some. But I didn't see Lawrence that much, so I was kind of surprised. I was like, I for sure thought they were going to give this to Bimini. Just because. Like, 4 out of 5 for the last couple episodes? Yeah, I for sure thought they were going to just give it to Bims. So, the lip sync is over. The girls were cutting up. It was a fun time. Whoop-de-woo. It's now down to the final decision. RuPaul then gives the whole statement, and the winner of Drag Race is... I know a lot of you were expecting Bimini's name to be said. I know it. I was expecting it to be said. But Lawrence Chaney is the winner of Drag Race UK Season 2. And I'm okay with this. I am just fine with this outcome, and I am not mad about it at all. I'm certainly not going to be sending my hateful messages via social media to somebody to say that it should have been somebody else because of a track record. No, who is doing that? Who is doing that? Who is out there messaging this winner that they didn't deserve it? Who really is doing that? Really? Girl, it's a goddamn TV show. Listen, Lawrence won. At the beginning of the season, y'all all felt that Lawrence would be winning this anyways. Up until this last 5 episodes after the pandemic situation where they had to, be separated. Now it's Bimini's run. Okay. Don't forget about the entire competition and how everything played out. Yes, in our fantasies, Bimini wins this competition. Yes, Lawrence was a bit of a boob the last couple of episodes, and that kind of made people less attracted to the premise of Lawrence winning, okay? Chase is there as entertainment value. Give Chase her crown for narrator of the season if we're going to do all this today. Like, come on now. Like, Lawrence winning I'm good with that. I think Lawrence is a very talented queen. I think Lawrence, though, has some insecurities that have not been addressed that need to be checked. I also think that there are some things that need to be worked on. Like, Mama, you're going to need to get some endurance or something going here if you're going to be traveling around the world and doing anything to do with Drag Race. I'm not telling you that you're, Mama, you look terrible. No, I'm telling you that you need to get some sort of walking routine going or some sort of anything to get some activity happening so that way you're not going to be out of fucking breath every time you perform something. Hell, if you're going to just do stand-up comedy, we're here for that. Look at Bianca Del Rio. She ain't got to do anything but stand there and insult somebody. But I am glad and I'm okay with Lawrence winning. I would have preferred Bimini to win. Honestly. But Lawrence winning still made sense to me. I was okay with it. Y'all just stop sending these people hate, please, for the love of God. Like, seriously. It can't be that deep. This review is fun in itself. I enjoy doing a little cackle here and there, dropping a joke. I don't go in these people's inboxes and do all this kind of stuff. And I find it ridiculous. I mean, I get dumb shit in my comment section all the time from somebody trying to tell me about myself that don't know shit. But at the same time, that's their business. It's not mine. That's how they feel. I don't got to read it. At the same time, who is taking the energy to send all that? I can't wait for this bitch to read it. You didn't do nothing, girl. You didn't do anything. You really didn't. So, with that being said, I'm happy Lawrence won. Congratulations to you. Bimini, you killed this competition towards the end. I love you, sister. Taste, you're always going to be one of my favorites forever. Love you, darling. I want to have some beans and toast with you and have that experience and feel. I just don't want that pot sandwich you made, Mama. I don't want them noodles on my bread like that with no kind of toastiness. That didn't make no damn sense. You look crazy there. I saw that corn hit too. I wanted to pop you. And Ellie Diamond is 21 years old with already a whole bunch of experience on her plate. She's going to be fine. With that being said, this competition was great. This was a good season. I had a good time watching this. There were a lot of ahs and oohs and whats moments. I was here for it. I appreciated Drag Race UK Season 2 for taking me through the drama, for giving us some great runways, for giving us some great, great Untucked moments here, for giving us a good show. This was a great season. All 10 of these episodes. This was a great, great, great season. Don't care what nobody says. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. But tell me what you thought of this season of Drag Race UK. Tell me what you thought of this final episode. Who was your winner? How did you think of the performances with Can You Feel the Love, the runways, the Eliminated Queens return? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section about this episode. All right. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate you for being here. I'm about to edit this sucker right now. We got Drag Race Season 13 also coming up this Saturday for the review. And then Sunday, remember to tune into the panel. Special guest Miss Keisha Call is going to be here. And the rest of us, yeah, awesome. Yeah, so thanks again for tuning in. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Can you feel the love? Boom, 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 boom.